we may finally see a pullback, and everyone who had been sidelined this whole time can finally get an entry. Either way, at the time of making this video, BTC is hanging out between 90k and 99k. Attaboy. And this means that the predictions that BTC would reach 80k or 90k in 2024 have come true and then some. In this price bracket, two institutional forecasts stand out. On the lower end is Bitwise, which describes itself as the world's largest crypto index fund manager. And these guys have been calling for an 80k BTC in 2024 since December of last year. Bitwise reiterated this prediction again in October of this year. In a blog post, Chief Investment Officer Matt Hogan specified that he expected BTC to hit 80k in Q4 of this year if these three conditions were met. Firstly, the 2024 US elections would have to result in, quote, anything but a Democratic sweep. And this is, of course, because the Democratic Party has presided over the war on crypto in the US, whereas Republicans have become very pro-crypto of late. And lo and behold, the Republicans won the House, Senate, and presidency trifecta in November. Political conditions? Check. Secondly, the Federal Reserve would have to make a second interest rate cut, and China's central bank would have had to introduce a second stimulus package. I say second because the Fed and the People's Bank of China had already completed a first round of these measures in September. So Hogan was looking for top-up measures, and these were duly delivered. In November, the Fed cut by an additional 25 basis points, and the People's Bank of China injected $200 billion of liquidity into the economy. Macro conditions? Check. The third condition is simply that there is no crypto-specific black swan that tanks the markets before the end of the year. Of course, anything is possible, but BTC has already blasted through Hogan's target without a hitch. No avian catastrophes so far? Check. So, all Hogan's conditions were met, and just 1 month on from his blog post, BTC ripped through 80k like it was confetti. So, what can we make of this? Well, firstly, congratulations on the successful prediction. All the pieces fell into place perfectly, and the 2024 target, which was originally set in December of last year, has been met. There is something to be said for Bitwise sticking to this target and not raising it after BTC raced up to 74k in March. It takes real conviction to stick to a plan amid market euphoria, which tends to make people move their goalposts further and further away and end up round-tripping their profits as a result. That's not going to be Bitwise because they are playing the game with a cool head and not succumbing to the bull market mania. They may not make the biggest gains in the world, but they'll have no cause for regret either. Then again, they could have been a little more ambitious, considering the bullish macro, political, and crypto-specific factors that coalesced in 2024. One firm that did raise its target was the research and brokerage firm Bernstein. Like Bitwise, Bernstein analysts had also previously forecasted 80k by the end of the year. However, after ETF euphoria drove BTC all the way up to 74k in Q1, Bernstein figured that 80k was too low. In March, it raised its 2024 target to 90k, and in September, it reiterated the same target and added that it would be conditional on a Trump victory in November. This prediction has aged very well, and since BTC's yearly high will now be closer to 90k than 80k, we can say that Bernstein's forecast was more accurate than Bitwise's.
The Coin Bureau Deals page.